What's the biz, everybody? It's your boy Vaker Maker, aka D Inslee, and I'm here to give you some true shit. So I just noticed discovered this Tifa statue last night before I went to bed and everything, and honestly, I'm like I got so many thoughts on this, man. So, firstly, I just want to say first off, this actually, based on just what we're seeing right here, these promotional pics that we seen, because I discovered this on the typical website I usually go buy my statues, Fanatic, the Fanatic anime store website, and like these, based on these pictures that they're shown so far. This looks really good. Like, it looks really good. It looks, I'd say they got the Tifa face down very down packed, really accurate. I love the hair. I love how they got her hair flavor in the back, and of course I gotta it would be weird for me not to mention this, but like her dress in this is very interesting. And the reason why it's very interesting is because this is very much this looks like the very same dress I've seen her Tifa wear. Many of you who've been very I want to say aware of the modding community, the FF7 modding community, knows that there's been many modders I've noticed. Tifa's been the most popular character in terms of like modding and stuff. People like to dress her up, put her in different clothes, hairstyles, various other things, change her body fixes, all that type of stuff. And one of the most popular Tifa mods I've seen has been Tifa in this very same dress, in this gold and white dress. So that's instantly I was like, oh, they actually made a statue based on this, which I think is really cool. Honestly, it's actually one of my favorite dresses, like as far as like modded dresses I've seen of Tifa so far. I really like this dress. I would actually not mind seeing Tifa in a dress similar to this. Now, I'm not saying I would rather have this dress over the more canon dress, the purple dress we see her in, the purplish blue dress in remake / OG. I prefer that dress overall, but I do like this dress though. I do like the color scheme and everything. I think it looks really good on her. And of course, and they got her Tifa in these stockings, in these legging / stockings, of course, with her shoes with her showing her barefooted, but with stockings on, with her thighs in full display, of course. Because one thing I will say about Tifa is that I think is kind of underrated in terms of her physical appearance. Of course, has to be her thighs. Now, I'm not saying Tifa necessarily has the thickest thighs around, but she they ain't bad to look. They ain't bad to look at. Obviously, Tifa's the type of girl that works out, and obviously she'd have some she would have to have some really nice thighs. You know what I'm saying? But going okay. Onto something else, onto another topic here. So like looking at the base, it has. I really like the chair. It looks really nice. I like the chair. It looks really cool. The very smooth, like very like it looks like it would be very comfortable to sit on and stuff. But of course, I think lots of people when they look at this piece, they're not going to really put that much focus on the chair. Let's be real here. Let's be real. That's going to be like an afterthought compared to like the main piece here, which is Tifa, of course, which it should be, you know what I'm saying? But I just thought it'd be nice, to point it out, of course, So that's just like the first. So here's the thing. This piece actually comes in multiple versions, believe it or not. So there's actually multiple versions of this piece. Of course, this is made by the MZL Studio, which I've never heard of. They put it upon themselves to make multiple versions of this, like I said. And this, believe it or not, is just the first version, or version A. So there's another option you can get. You can also get version AEX, which is basically this right here. It's so basically you can what it says here is with EX, with the AEX, you get multiple two heads, and you can replace it with the body with a naked piece. So it comes with a second head and naked piece, meaning that so the second head is basically, now here's the thing that's also interesting. It just makes things even more interesting, is the fact that you can replace Tifa's head with a secondary head that actually displays Tifa with short hair. Now, those of you who I think it was this was trending back on Twitter back a year ago, but there was this thing, people were doing like tons of fan art. Like before the modding was even a thing, people were making fan art of Tifa with short hair. Many people think Tifa would look good short hair, and I agree. With that said, I still prefer her with her long, luscious hair. But I think she looks good with this type of haircut right here. But of course, you could also, like I said, you can also have the option of making her, completely in the nude, but of course with her stockings. But you can, with her stockings and everything. So there's that. Oh, also with this, aside from her, being short haired, she also have her winking at you. Her cute little wink, which is really adorable, I think. So let's go on to the third version, which is the third version is basically, oh my lord, is version B. Basically, wow, this is probably the most explicit out of all the. Okay, this is okay. They could look, this studio. They couldn't be any, like, subtlety is not their thing. Obviously we know the whole gist of this whole thing. Basically, it's if people have been complaining about Tifa being over sexualized, especially in these third-party statues. I mean, y'all gonna have a field day with this, man. Woo! Wow. Basically, I mean, it's kind of self-explanatory here. It's basically, version B is basically Tifa with short hair, winking at you, bare naked, butt-ass naked, with her kitty cat showing her, spreading out her legs and everything so you can see her kitty cat. Basically, she's in the position where she wants to be. Yeah, they went there. They're basically, Tifa's looking. She's in the position right now where she wants to get in either in her or in her. Yeah, this is definitely the most explicit. Yeah. So many of you pervs, and look, I'm a perv too, but I know some of y'all would do that. Those of you who are, they're into the whole the sex doll thing. Which is a thing. One of my most popular videos, by the way. Yeah, I think y'all would really appreciate this. I know some of y'all sick bastards would totally buy this. Don't even try to deny it. Come on, guys. I know some of y'all are like really like yeah, y'all gonna pre-order this shit. I know some of y'all are. Yeah. So let's go on to the next version right here. So okay, so basically version C is basically with version C you get a option where you get to have both version A plus version B, essentially. So you get both of them. So you get Tifa in her white and golden dress, and then of course you got the Tifa where she's like butt ass naked, spreading her out. So there's that. And then you got version D, which I believe is the final version. Basically, you get the combo of version AXEX plus version B, essentially. It's basically you get the combination of, like I said, version A, version EX, EX, and version B. Basically, version EX is basically, you get to have her naked with her short hair and with her, spread it out. So yeah, there's that's it. Obviously, I think the head sculpts look really good. I like her hair. I like her dress. Regardless of whether or not you choose version A or B or the other version, you're also given an option. So like, if you don't want her in the white and golden dress, you could always like choose another option, which is her purple blue dress. Honestly, if I were to ever like pre-order this, get a piece of my own of this, I would probably go for the white and gold one, simply only because now I think the studio did a really good job with the purple dress, but honestly, I already have a Tifa statue in her purple dress. If I were to get this, I'd probably get this one because I really do like her in the white and gold dress. But honestly, if it wasn't for the fact that if I'm being real with you guys, if it wasn't for the fact that I've already got my eyes set on a couple other statues at the moment that I probably want to pre-order, which I'll probably reveal in another video, I probably would pre-order this, to be honest with you. But there's also another, like a Tifa head sculpt, which is done by someone on Facebook. I also have my eyes set on that, but that's going to be pretty expensive. So I don't know. I want this. If I'm being real with you guys, and it's not for the reason some of you are probably thinking. I don't want it simply because we get to see Tifa with her thing out, but I really do like the piece based on these promotional arts. Now those of you who've been in the game, in the statue community game for a while, know that the statues in the final product doesn't always guarantee that it'll look as good as, say, the promotional pictures display them as. But hopefully, if they look as good as this, if the final product look as good as these do, I probably might be. I'm considering on getting it. Like I said, I'm considering on getting this because it looks really good. But so guys, and it is a 1/4 scale statue, so it's a pretty tall statue. Just letting y'all guys know that. It's so the price, here's the price, guys. So the release date they got here is the second quarter of 2023. But the actual price for it is for version A. For version A, it's $405. Version AEX, it's $599. Then there's version B, it's $255. Version C, $585. And then finally version D, you get with $749. And that's for like the for like if you want the full price, right? For you plan on paying each of these for, you know, full price. Now you can always get, as with other statues, you can always like deposit, right? Pay a certain amount and pay for the rest of it later or whatever. So the deposit for, if you want version A, you can deposit $105. Version AEX, you can deposit $199. Version B, $95. Version C, you can deposit $185. And then finally, version D, you can deposit $249. So there's that. And of course, like I said, also another, you can always do a payment plan. You can always deposit for the payment plan. Yeah, there's a payment plan. I'm not gonna list all of it. It's a lot. I'm just gonna show you, you know, the picture, explain everything. But like I said, there's a version A, version B, C, and D, and like I said, it's made by MZL Studio. Like I said, I think it's a really well sculpted piece. It's just, I know some of you fans, a lot of you fans are kind of tired of the whole Tifa being exploited for her sexuality type of thing. That this might not be the statue for you. Those of you who are sick and tired of these third-party statue companies keep over-sexualizing Tifa, you might not like this piece. You might be like, But keep in mind, I do want to keep in mind to the fact that like with most of these Tifa statues, they always display a cast off features. It's always optional, so you don't necessarily have to buy the nudity, buy her in her nudity. You can always display her in just her dress, which is the more wholesome option. Obviously, the most wholesome option. You can always display her with a dress. You don't have to buy her in her cast off feature. But I know some of you are just tired, hate the fact that this is even a thing. But that's just how it is, man. Like I said in multiple videos, sex sells. Whether you like it or not. There's a reason why they do it, because it makes a lot of money. There's tons of pervs out there, you know what I'm saying? Which I'm one of them. But no, seriously, I mean, like, I don't buy these simply for the quote unquote fan service. I buy them because they're really nice pieces, and I really like Tifa Lockhart, like, a lot. Like, Tifa's like one of my favorite characters, fictional characters, just overall. And I it's just like with the sex doll thing, even though I don't necessarily care for the fan servicey shit, I have to appreciate the work and artistry here, man. Like how well the statue is sculpted. I think it looks good. I think they did a really good job putting Tifa together. Now, do I think it's necessary for them to make a piece of Tifa in her nude showing out her kitty cat? No, I don't think that was necessary. I think it's a bit too much, but hey, whatever floats any y'all boats, you know what I'm saying? So tell me what you guys think. You like it? You dislike it, you think it's a bit too much, or you think, or there's some of y'all freaks that actually think they could have gone even farther, you know? I mean, this is definitely up there as far as the whole Tifa twerking thing, so there you go. Comment below, let me know, tell me what y'all think of it. And if you like this video, hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more videos like these, and most importantly, hit the notification bell. If you want to be notified whenever I do post these stuff, Like I said, really like the video. It really helps the channel a lot. Now, with that said, stay beast, y'all. Woo! This was something.